Hey everybody, just want to show you that I've got some strawberries here, and this is a little bit different than bullet making, but still good for preppers. I've got approximately 20 pounds of strawberries, and what I'm doing here is we're going to make some wine. And I've got my fermenting bucket here, and what I'm doing is taking the strawberries here and I'm crushing them up and blending them. You can see here I've blended some up, and what I'm doing is just taking those, putting them right down in here, and I will add a few ingredients, and then I'll add enough water and sugar to get this up to 5 gallons, which this bucket here actually holds 6. And I'll be back in a little bit and show you what it all looks like put together. I'm back. As you can see, I've got all my strawberries ground up and got them in a bag here, and what I'm going to do with this bag's going to get tied up, and it will allow the juice and everything and water to flow through and allow the yeast to get to the strawberries and the pulp that's going to be in this bag. So I'm going to squeeze this out and get as much juice out of it as I can. Then I'm going to fill this up with water, and I've already got all of my chemicals here that I need to put in for this particular recipe, and I've already measured those out. They're in that little cup there. And then what I'll do is I've got some water here. I'll siphon that out into my fermenting jug here, and then I'll be adding 7.5 pounds of sugar, and we'll let this sit overnight, and tomorrow I'll come in, I'll check it, and we will add the yeast to it, and then it gets to set for a few days. Let it ferment, and I'll have to check the specific gravity. That was hard to say. And do that every day and kind of agitate it. And let me get all this mixed up, and then I'll show you what it looks like when we're done. Finally back. I've got everything mixed up into the fermenting tank, and as you can see, I've got my bag of strawberries tied up here, and they're all pulped up. You can see I've filled it up with water. We've got right here on this line, you can see I'm just a little over 5 gallons, probably about 5.5, 6 gallons. And as I was filling this up, I noticed I had a little problem, which is why I've got an extra bucket here now. A little valve that was on the bottom, you can see right there, had a crack in it. So I started spraying strawberry juice everywhere, so had to get another one. I had to clean the floor up. But we've got everything mixed up, and I'm going to let this sit overnight before I add the yeast tomorrow. So we'll put the top on this and lock it down, and we'll come back tomorrow, add the yeast, and then wait a few days and do a couple tests on it, and hopefully we'll get some wine out of this.